All right, boys. Draft's 3 days out. We're excited. We're ready to go. Talked about it a couple weeks ago, but now we're going to get back into some deeper talks now that we're getting close to it. So I know the biggest thing right now is the reports from the 49ers that it's between Mac Jones and Trey Lance. And the last time we talked, we all liked Justin Fields.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what are we thinking? Who do we think that they actually end up taking?
Do
Do we think that the report is throwing smoke, that they actually like Fields? Or do we think it's a real report that they're actually between those two?
I don't think it's smoke. I think they should take Fields. They're going to take Mac Jones. That's just how it is.
I think I agree with that.
I think they would take. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they took either one of them. Honestly, you know what I mean.
I think Fields is. I don't think he's going 3.
No.
He had to have interviewed bad or something because
I don't know why they don't like him.
I like Lance too. I think
I do like
I think if they
Lance.
took Lance, I think that'd be a great pick.
Between the two, I think the thing is, though, is they're saying Shanahan wants Mac and the scouters for the 49ers want Lance. And I don't know if Shanahan's going to be able to flip the entire franchise to take Mac Jones.
Well, it's just the scouting department. Give Shanahan what he wants. He's the guy. He's the guy they brought in to bring them to the promised land. If he wants Mac Jones, get him Mac
Now,
Jones.
if that's me, I'm just between those two, I would take Lance.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the reason I look at it is Mac Jones is Jimmy G. Maybe he has a higher ceiling. Maybe.
I think they're even.
But so pretty much what he's doing is he wants to keep Jimmy G but replace him with a guy that's cheaper, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess we can't really say that Jimmy G hasn't really done much for them because they went to a Super Bowl. But I guess if you look, it was that defense that really carried them, I feel like.
Yeah, and the run game.
Right, so if you take... It's like, does Shanahan, the offensive guru that he is, does he really think that a run game can take him that far?
I mean, it did before.
If they
I
did,
don't know.
they
But the thing is that defense isn't there. Not that full defense isn't back.
They're coming back.
Not all of them.
Yeah, Sherm's gone, but he was bad anyway.
But the thing is, they're not going to be able to pay that defense every single year. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the salary cap's a myth, so yeah, they will. Look at the Saints, dude.
No, I know. But I'm just saying, like, as an offensive guy like he is, you really want to put your trust in that instead of a
Mac
dude that
Jones.
can go out and win you games.
Well, what they want to do is run the ball and play defense.
They can still do that. I personally just think they need a playmaker.
Well,
in there,
Trey
dude.
Lance can really run.
That's what I'm saying.
So if they can incorporate some option stuff,
That's
with
what
him,
that's what we were talking about off air. Where you were telling me that, and I didn't even know that about Trey Lance or Fields. Fields could move too.
not at the level. Of
they're
Trey
not
Lance.
taking Fields, but I don't know how they take Mac Jones. You trade all the way up to 3 to take Mac Jones.
That's what's
right.
bad.
That's a waste of.
Bro,
the
they could have
trade.
gotten Mac Jones potential. I mean, at that point, if they wanted Mac Jones, why wouldn't they have traded up like to
With the
8 or
Panthers,
something
yeah.
like that?
Right.
Or waited, because nobody was trading up to get Mac. There was never reports that Mac was going 1 or 2. Who had the 3 pick originally?
It was the Dolphins.
Yeah. They would.
And they traded with the Dolphins, and then the Dolphins moved back up with Philly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, dude, it doesn't make sense
Because the Dolphins
to trade
wouldn't
up
have
to get.
taken him. They wouldn't have taken Fields or Jones.
It just
They
doesn't
would've-
make sense to trade up to 3 for Mac.
Well, here's the thing.
I
I like
agree.
the fit of Mac Jones and San Fran, but like at 3 and for what they gave up is a little.
No,
ridiculous,
yeah, that's what I'm
dude.
saying. It doesn't make sense.
If you're going up there, you're going to get like a guy that you know, or not know, but a guy that has the potential to be great.
Like a
I don't think
superstar.
Mac Jones has that potential.
No, either do I.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I mean, so outside of that, I mean, because we all think obviously Mac Jones isn't the pick, but outside of that, what else? I'm trying to think what other like the big things coming in. I mean, the Panthers want to move back. That was another big thing that kind of
Patriots
has
wanna move
died
up.
down. Patriots want to move up, which is interesting.
Yeah. Also, a rumored Jordan Love trade.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, on a real note, I think that the Patriots moving up is interesting because it depends. Because if they take Fields, then Mac and Trey Lance slide. If they take Trey Lance, then Mac and Fields slide. If they take Mac, then Lance and Fields slide. So, are the Patriots moving up for either of the 3, or are they looking to move up for only Fields? because the reports are they want Fields. So, and then also who do they trade up with? Do they trade all the way up to 4 with Atlanta? Do they trade up to 8 with Carolina?
I think they're going to see how their board falls.
Right.
Like, I think it really depends on how the first 3 picks go.
Which, I mean, the first 2 are locks. And then I guess the only thing that would ruin it is if Fields goes 3, which reports say he's not.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Fields would be scary in New England.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
I'm so sick of them. I hope they don't get them.
It'd be scary, dude.
I don't need Bill.
I mean, otherwise, dude, there's going to be 2 QBs that slide that we don't know where they're going.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Carolina, do you really waste that number 8 pick on a quarterback?
No,
I mean,
just
if you traded for Darnold, I wouldn't see why.
Right.
you
So,
would.
like, you got to have a little bit of trust in Darnold. You got him for free, pretty much.
Do the Broncos take a guy?
Where do they pick?
I don't
9?
know. I think they like Drew
They pick
Lock.
at
Like,
9,
I think
right?
they're pretty.
No.
I don't.
Where do they pick? 9?
Yeah, I don't know if they like Drew Lock.
I mean,
they gave him a lot of weapons last year.
I mean,
and he
the
still
thing
kinda
is,
sucked.
I mean, obviously, theoretically, how it all falls, but like, do you have Trey Lance is sitting at 9? How do you not take him?
have a little QB competition.
I mean, if Fields is sitting at 9, how do you not take one
If
of them?
Fields is at 9, there's no way they pass Fields.
That's what I'm saying. So that's where I feel like we kind of look at how this draft's going to be like all locks. Like Kyle Pitts is going to 4 to whoever trades up. Like Miami, like, and that's like Jamar Chase. I mean, there's so much they can go on.
It's gonna be
Like
a good
last
one.
year's draft was kind of boring.
Yeah, until the Packers decided to spice it up.
Right.
Yeah.
But like I feel like this year, dude, like so much can happen. And I mean, it gets a little bit questionable outside the top like 12, because then it's kind of like that's where you get into like all the like, like not as the huge names.
Yeah.
But dude, there's a chance that the best receiver in the draft slides out of the top 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's no for sure that Jamar Chase is the best receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like Devonta
It's
Smith could.
between him and Devonta Smith.
Devonta Smith
so-
could easily fall out of the top 10. Jalen Waddle
Yeah.
could easily slide out of the top 10. I mean, like, dude, you could be getting Jalen Waddle in the teens.
That would be sick.
You know what I'm saying?
The
Like-
Giants.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, and then like, I mean, dude, you could be drafting in the 20s and be getting the best defensive back in the draft,
Yeah.
almost. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much, and I feel like there's gonna be a lot of trades this year. I think teams are gonna be moving
And we've
up.
already seen two.
Right, too. I think that there's a chance that Atlanta swaps with somebody.
Yeah. I could see that for sure.
I think that Carolina could swap with somebody. And I mean, I think that even later on in like the first round, I think teams could slide up. Baltimore now has 2 first-round picks because Orlando Brown trade.
Yeah.
So now,
yeah.
That was a
dude,
good
so
trade.
now
That
people
was a
don't
good
realize
trade
that
by the Chiefs.
Baltimore all of a sudden can go. Now they have a first-round pick to give up to potentially trade up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden they're trading up into the higher picks and getting like a Devonta Smith or something. You know?
Ooh. That'd be nice.
Because what are you doing if Baltimore comes to you and you're picking at 12 and they're like, hey, we'll give you, this pick and this pick, because they have 2 first, they can give up 1.
Lamar Jackson and one of the picks for the second pick, and they pick up Zach Wilson.
Right. But no, yeah, I mean, like the Packers can move up. Like, dude, there's so many teams in that end that can move up and get dudes.
Yeah.
Seattle,
Yeah.
traded
that's
into the
what I was-
first round.
Just what I was gonna say.
Let's
With
go.
Hopefully.
With what draft capital?
Yeah.
Yeah,
with
I
nothing.
know.
Come on,
Can't wait to
man.
use our second round draft pick to draft a guy projected
running
to go.
back.
Yeah, dude projected to go in the 4th. and
Yeah.
then-
Oh my, no, but dude, yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
I'm just excited, man. I think this is really going to be one of the most exciting drafts we've had in a while.
I'm excited for the first round just to see what happens, and then after that,
I mean,
I'm
dude,
not,
the
'cause
second
as soon
round's
as the
gonna have
Seahawks
some-
start to pick, I'm just gonna be like,
Dude, the
it's gonna
second
be-
round's going to have some studs, though.
Brutal.
Like, at least 3 receivers that are all going to be top tier.
Let's hope
Yeah,
the
there's
Packers
a lot
grab
of
one.
talent in this class. So
But yeah,
guys
there's just,
can
I
go
mean, dude,
anywhere.
some of these teams, it's like, it's not going to be easy picks, man. Like we said, like the Broncos, like, you're going to have a big-time defensive stud that you need sitting there. But if Justin Fields is there, do you really pass on him?
Well, here's a report. If the Denver Broncos don't take a QB in the draft, many sources believe that getting QB Teddy Bridgewater from Carolina would make sense. Broncos GM George Patton has said before he wants to add competition for Drew Lock.
See, as a Broncos fan, I would be pissed about that.
I wouldn't like that either.
I feel like
You're literally bringing in. I love Teddy, but you're bringing in a dude that's not going to benefit your team at all.
here's the thing.
Well, I
think-
don't like the idea of bringing guys as competition because I feel like it wastes both guys. Because if the
Well,
other
you're wasting
guys,
money then on one of them.
exactly.
Well, also, it's also good to have a guy like a veteran in there with your young quarterback, a guy that can push him to be better.
But Teddy's
I think
not
Drew
really
Lock
is
has
I mean,
potential.
do we consider Teddy like a veteran now?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
I think
Okay.
Drew Lock has potential.
I was like, I think he is. I'm just
No,
not
no,
sure.
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But I think Drew Lock has potential. I guess we haven't seen the Broncos offense with everybody in it. I think Cortland Sutton getting hurt was big because he's a
Yeah.
big part.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's hard to look at them and be like, how do they not like have any type of like
And Noah Fant.
like electricity on that offense? I mean, look at the dudes. I mean, Phil
just, like,
Lindsay's
they're,
gone,
like,
but you got
halfway
Melvin
there.
Gordon, Noah Fant,
Jerry Judy,
Sutton, Judy,
Jerry- I
Tim
say Jerry
Patrick
Jeudy.
came out of nowhere.
KJ Hamler.
KJ Hamler. I mean, is their own line bad?
No, it's
It's-
like average.
Right. I would
It's
say
average.
that's.
So I mean,
they just
it-
feel
I mean-
very average. To
I
me,
mean,
but,
this
like,
is what
it
sucks
feels
about being
wrong.
a
Like, they
quarterback
shouldn't
is
be
we're gonna
average
put
with
the.
that
I mean,
talent.
everybody puts the blame on Drew Lock
Yeah.
because if you put Aaron
I mean,
Rodgers in that
He
offense,
wasn't great.
Yeah.
because if you put Aaron Rodgers in that offense, what do you think he does?
Well, duh. I
Well,
mean,
you
it's
put
Aaron
Aaron Rodgers
Rodgers
in any
yeah,
offense.
Okay, I mean,
right.
pick anybody. I mean, pick any like young Deshaun Watson. I
He's
think
not
he'd be.
young.
I think he'd be good in there.
Yeah.
I mean, but
he's-
I'm
he's
saying put-
established
I
though.
said- It depends how
okay,
many-
pick
it depends
a
how many
different guy
massage
then.
parlors there
Pick
are in
anybody
Denver.
young. Kyler Murray, I think would do fine in there.
I think he'd do good.
I mean, I think
yeah.
it's not easy. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I mean, he has the tools there.
do you just want us to pick young guys better than Drew Lock? Because like we said, we can do that for a
Yeah.
while.
Well, no, I'm saying just pick anybody in the league that's like
Yeah.
I mean,
that
I don't
has
think
the
Drew,
tools
no,
that
I
Drew
think
Lock
Drew
has.
I think Drew Lock could be that guy for them. I just think he's got to develop more. He's still
I think
young.
they're sick of waiting though.
He's still kind of inexperienced.
That's the thing in the NFL though, dude, is they get impatient.
They get impatient too
You need to
soon
be
sometimes.
impactful immediately unless you're sitting like Mahomes did for a year or you know.
I
love Drew Lock.
kind of agree with that though, because at the same time, you're a professional athlete. So like, if we're bringing you in to be impactful and not for the purpose of waiting for a couple of years, you know what I mean? Like
Man,
maybe
dude, yeah,
maybe
they're
they're
paying
willing to
millions.
wait. Maybe they're waiting for Drew Lock to be. Maybe they're like
I'm
patient
out
with
on
him.
him.
I'm
But,
out
like,
too.
I think
That's
I
a
am
hot
too. But
take.
if
That's
you
a hot
bring in-
take too, but we're out. I'm out on him, dude.
Yeah. I love him
I
too.
wouldn't say out completely.
If
Like,
I'm
I
a
think I
Broncos
think
fan
you give
and
him another
Fields or
year.
Trey Lance at 9, I'd want him to take
I'm
one
all
of
the
them.
way out, dude. I don't think he can be.
I think you'd give him this year, and if he's still
But the thing
mediocre, you
is-
can bring in someone else. But
they should let him sit behind Flacco longer. But I think Flacco got hurt actually.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it won't. The thing
he's
is, though,
good.
that-
You know, he's made some good plays. I think he's
well,
got the
this is the
potential.
thing, though.
It's
I
just
guess
like,
I mean, you'd
I
think
mean,
like
everybody's got potential.
I mean, it would be smart to take a stud defensive guy or something or whatever at the 9 pick. And then if you're really bad the next year, you get another top pick to take a quarterback. Dude, the quarterback classes are weak, though, coming up.
Sam Howell though.
That's it, though. He's one. He's going one. That's
Spencer
it.
Rattler.
2.
Rattler.
So, like,
I don't
are
know.
the
I'm not a
Broncos
huge
going to be
on
that?
Rattler.
The Broncos can win enough games, though, to not get a top 3 pick.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the thing, though. Like, if you know one of those dudes is sitting there, do you really want to risk it of not being able to find your quarterback right
No,
away?
I would take somebody.
I think they might. I think that's a hot take that they might end up taking a quarterback over there. You know,
Yeah.
I think Kyle. I think
Could they trade up to Atlanta?
they could, dude. I think getting away from the quarterbacks now, that Atlanta's pick is probably the most interesting because if they get rid of that pick, who's going to trade up for it? And if they don't take quarterback, then they're getting Kyle Pitts.
Who are we talking about? Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see it.
Because I don't see them using that pick, dude. Like, I feel like they could trade that pick away.
Atlanta.
Because you really think they're going to use that on Kyle?
They
You
should
think they're going
be-
to take
it's-
Kyle Pitts?
It's baffling to me that they're bad. Like if you look at their
Right.
roster, you're like,
And now they're shopping Julio. And
Yeah,
they
that's-
can't shop Julio on draft night because they take a $15 million cap hit.
yeah, I have to wait till
Or no,
June
they
1st.
take a $23 million cap hit. But if they trade him after June 1st, they save like $15
Yeah,
million.
but they can. There can be like, they
gotta
agree
say,
on the trade.
the cap and stuff like that.
But the
all
thing is,
on
they
them.
can't agree on the trade and swap draft picks.
No, but you can agree, like kind of like how the NBA does, where like they traded the pick, but like
They didn't
like-
officially trade the pick.
yeah, like you see the Lakers, like when DeAndre Hunter got drafted, he still has to take all the pictures and like the
Yeah,
Lakers have.
right.
But everybody knew he was going to the Hawks.
No, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, outside the first 3 picks,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't even know who's going 3.
I was gonna say it's really just the first.
We literally
2
have
picks.
no idea because this is a draft where if you really think about like everything is based off of the team in front of you. Because Miami, you're thinking, oh, well, Jamar Chase, if he's there, it's a lock.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, if Kyle Pitts would somehow slide, then Kyle Pitts gets taken. So then who picks 7? Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Detroit.
Then Detroit's like, wait a second. We did not expect Jamar Chase to be here at 7. So then all of a sudden, let's say they were going to take Jalen Waddle, right?
Right, and then Waddle
Then
falls,
now they
and then-
take Jamar Chase, and then, Carolina, whoever's as the 8 pick is like, not that they would want a receiver, but they're like, well, wait. And, like, it's just a
Exactly.
domino
And
effect.
then you
Like,
also gotta
everybody's
expect,
going to take a
like-
shift down.
You also got to expect the teams that make stupid. There's going to be at least one,
Right.
at least 2
Like,
stupid
what
picks
happens
in
if
the
Atlanta
first.
takes?
Well, are there
Right.
the Seahawks aren't in the first round this year?
Oh, okay.
Well, like
All
what?
right.
Like right? What
Settle
happens?
down.
What happens if the Bengals take Jamar Chase, which nobody would expect, and then like Sewell slides,
Exactly.
and you see these teams that are like,
I forgot about Sewell, bro.
and you see like these teams.
Right, we haven't even talked about where he would
Right,
fit
dude,
in,
but that's
'cause,
what I'm saying. Like, if
he's
he doesn't go to the
obviously
Bengals,
he's a top 5 player.
If he doesn't
I
go to the
think, but,
Bengals
like,
and the Dolphins have a later first round pick, how do they not be like, oh, why might take
We'll
Sewell
just
at
take
6 and
Sewell.
then we're gonna get the
I would definitely take
receiver
Sewell
later
at
on?
6.
You know what I'm saying?
I would 100% take Sewell at 6.
But that's what I'm saying. Or then if he doesn't even go to the Dolphins, what if the Detroit or the Carolina is like, well, holy crap, Sewell's here. He was not supposed to be here.
It's kind
You
of
know what I'm
crazy to me
saying?
that it's possible for him to slide out of the top
Dude,
5.
it's
Like,
possible for
it's so
literally
possible for
every
him to do
prospect to
that.
slide except Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence.
I think Zach Wilson could slide too. Like honestly, I think the only one really immune to the
This
slide
pod just got ruined.
is T-Law.
This pod just got ruined, bro.
I mean, like yeah, he could. He could slide to the 3.
No,
If he slides to
2.
3, the 49ers will win a Super Bowl next year.
not next year. All right, slow down.
2 years.
In 3 years, will be a dynasty.
Yeah,
that's what I
that's
was
a
just-
lock. That's a lock
I was just
dynasty if he
saying,
slides to 3.
quarterbacks are always like, you know what I mean? You never know what people
Dude, I
are
literally was
thinking
going to
with
become. I was going
quarterbacks.
to become
No,
like a
you
half
never know.
Jets fan if they drafted Wilson because I'm like that much of a
They're gonna
supporter
go
of
from
him.
my number 3 team to my number 2 team.
Yeah, but you're telling me if they pass him, I'm all out on the Jets.
Dude, if they pass on him, I'd be mad. Like, and I'm not even a Jets fan.
Literally, the 49ers would be like, "What just happened? We are getting Zach
Well,
Wilson."
did you see when the Vikings laughed when Mike Zimmer and
Yeah.
all them were laughing when the Eagles took took
Yeah.
Jalen Rieger? It'd be that situation.
Yeah,
again.
and yeah, dude, I feel
That
like
was so-
I
that's
feel like
so
we've really
funny.
only talked. I feel like we've really only talked about the top, whatever picks. We haven't even gotten into the later picks.
yeah.
But it's just so hard to even talk about those because it's literally like,
Well, it's still just guessing. You know what
Right,
I mean?
like-
It's just
Well, the
like,
whole-
oh,
the
this
whole
team
draft
needs
is
like
just
you
guessing.
can
dude, there's
obviously
so many offensive linemen this year too. Like
you can always
good
tell what a
ones.
team
Like
needs.
there's
but, like,
3
you
or
can never
4.
tell what they're thinking. Like obviously.
Yeah, dude, it's. I'm so excited, dude.
Yeah,
It's
that's
gonna be
cool.
unbelievable, dude. But yeah, man. So Thursday
you
we're
wanna-
getting to it, and then
You say Thursday we'll have
defi-
the draft Thursday. We'll definitely have a video out about obviously like reacting to each team's picks and like
Yeah.
who's dumb and who
Little-
made
little
good
re-
picks.
little
Any
recap
sleepers
after.
we think, you know what I mean, guys that might have fallen a little too far or guys that like were overlooked. And then so yeah, I'll be watching for that draft recap video. Subscribe on our YouTube channel if you don't want to miss it. Hot Takes Podcast STL and then at Hot Takes Pod STL on all social medias. We'll see you guys later.